try to award both police guard members Purple Hearts,
Yeah.
including Boxer this one. Is that a difficult process? Obviously, it's a different set of circumstances. Obviously, versus a combat field, say overseas, versus what is obviously occurred in Washington D.C. Is that a difficult process to do? How is that accomplished?
I know, and I'll ask General Seward to weigh in on some of these, but I know actually because my dad had a Purple Heart from the Battle of the Bulge, so he used to talk to me a little bit about that. But I know that they're already working on that, and it could take sometimes a couple months for all of that to go through. Whenever you're talking about all the many different parts of government, it takes a little bit of time. But from my perspective, especially with some of the changes that were made that allowed for a terrorist act, I think that should make it more clear here. So I'm optimistic. I never like to get out in front of the decision makers, but I would imagine over the upcoming months we're going to learn a little bit more. I should note in the letter that we wrote to ask for this, we obviously alerted the federal delegation as well, and my guess is every one of them are going to be supportive of this effort. I don't know, General, if you have anything else you want to add.
Sir, I would just add that there'll be a determination made, and whether that's at the Department of Justice and or at the Department of War, Department of Defense, as to the terrorist nexus. That's not a decision that either of us can make, but the paperwork is being prepared at the DC Guard, which is where that has to begin. Then it'll go to the Secretary of Air Force and Army, who have to, following a board and following that nexus decision, they have to make a determination.
Okay.